All right, so we're back to a new module now. Low that, but yep, we're in a new module now. So I should probably check out lead code, dude. I like a lead code tab. Not that. I should probably keep continuing the lead code guide since these days I haven't been really dedicating some time to learning lead code, but yeah, so this daily thing will work out if I just keep doing it every night once. I should actually try to deliberate some practice, but I'm not sure which time. Maybe I should like do it at around afternoon or morning. Not quite sure. Because actually I'm learning some stuff that I haven't been at all. I'm currently trying to do some uh learning web development. So, but still, I still gonna take some bit of some sprinkle it in a little bit of dedication by doing lead code, you know. Yeah, since I've lost all my streaks now, and yeah, because it's not always to just give medium problems and hard, and as much as I like figure out a bunch of random shit, maybe yeah. Actually, it doesn't matter. Anyways, let's start now. So we're gonna check if it's a valid palindrome. I know how I solved this before, but I already forgot. So this one is now two pointers. So there's the idea of having two pointers now from the beginning, from the end. Was it a car or a cat I saw? Was it a car or a cat I saw? Okay. Palindrome is a string that ranges the same part. It's also case sensitive, ignores all and not. It's gonna tap a cat, pack up bat. Okay. Okay, so that means we should reverse it. Can say stir. Uh, uh, so we're gonna make a two pointer. So initialize a prefix of 0 and a suffix of uh, s dot length len plus 1. What's the part? Oh, but that's an initial idea. So we're gonna now check. We're gonna compare if the prefix and suffix are the same, and we're gonna go to the middle until it's done. Or is it? Well, there's possible. I don't know, like let's say here now, we're in here now in the R. So woof AASSIITTAACCAARR then O. So I know this is the middle point. So we're gonna so we're gonna make some four. I guess you can check out the solution. But, oh my god, there's another one. This one, the 2.5C. So I guess we based on this. I guess it's fine if I check the solution as long as I don't deliberately copy it and I try to understand it. So I'll try to understand myself because I've already solved this. So I'll just figure it out, and it's already quite late. So I need to sleep soon. So we give two variables L and R is equals to 0 and length of S. No. You initialize L to 0 while right is length of string minus 1. Yeah, so not plus one is idiot. It's non-inclusive. No, no. Huh? Why length of S minus one? So it shouldn't be prefix, it should be the left. It should be the right way. Length of S minus one? Huh? What doesn't that make it non-exclusive? So let's say dog. The right is length of the string 0, 1, 2 minus 1. Length of S, so 1, 2, 3 minus 1. So 0, so it's 2, 0, 1, 2. Yeah, that's correct, that's correct, that's correct. It's, I guess I've been too used to like making inclusive things to for loop, but yeah. So, so now we're gonna check if while the left is still less than right. Of course, I'll always so like dog. You can see that this is L, then R, and the L will slowly go up until the length of R, then it will stop. And now after that, it's checking if it's not an alpha numerical. So if it's not an alpha numerical in string inside of L, then you L plus equals 1. And while R is less than L, while R is also greater than L, so while R is greater than L, it's also slowing going down up until the middle point, and it's also checking if it's not if it's checking if it's not an alphanumerical in the string, and it's checking if both the current letters from the left side and the current letter it points up and towards the right side, if it's not equal, so let's say OG, DG, so that can't be a palindrome. So because it's gonna return as God. So return false. And then after that, while and if statements, then you then you then append L to 1 plus 1 and R to R minus 1. I don't know what this part does. Oh, okay. And this one makes a definition of alpha num in here. So return ordinals starting from A and then less than or equal to ord C, which is the given parameter, which is S, and then R. So that's no, that's actually the sub. That's actually the character, and the sub is just dot, and then up until to the order or Z or 9. Okay, so this one takes possible palindromes using numbers. Okay, I like the idea. So let's watch the video.
Hey everyone, welcome back, and let's write some more neat code today. So today let's solve the problem valid palindrome. I'm actually going to be solving this two different ways, and I think both ways are definitely going to be helpful to know in an interview setting. Before we start, I just want to quickly mention that this problem is actually a part of the blind 75 list of questions. And luckily, we have actually solved the vast majority of the blind 75 questions. I even have a playlist of all of these questions in the description if you want to take a look. And of course, we will be finishing one more today, getting one step closer to 100% completion of Blind 75. So we are given a string S. All we want to do is determine if it's a palindrome. If it is, we can return true. If it's not, we return false. Only one catch is that we are only considering alphanumeric characters in the list, and we are ignoring cases. By ignoring
Okay,
cases, they mean upper and lower case. So in the input string, you can see the leftmost character is capital A, the rightmost character is lowercase a. Both of these characters are
it
considered
ignores.
the same. So if we had a string, an input string like big A, lower a, this
They're
string
the same.
itself is a palindrome. So we do return true. Even though one is uppercase and one is lowercase, we are ignoring the cases of the characters. And also, when they say we're only considering alphanumeric characters, basically it means we can ignore everything that's not an alphanumeric character. What is alphanumeric? Basically, everything from uppercase A to uppercase Z, everything from lowercase a to lowercase z, and everything from 0
0 to
all
10,
the way
9.
to 9, right? Every character and every digit. So basically, in this input string, it might not look like a palindrome initially, but the answer is yes, true. It is a palindrome because, and actually, before we even get into that, what is a palindrome if you don't remember? Well, basically, the easiest way to check if a string is a palindrome is basically if it reads the same way as it does when it is reversed, meaning if the string is the exact same even after it's been reversed. So, for example, A, B, A, if we reverse this string, it's still A, B, A. So it is a palindrome, right? So, and let's take this string. If we reverse it, is it still the exact same? Basically, if we read it in reverse order. And the answer is yes. Let's just compare a few characters initially. Let's start at the beginning, right? A, and remember we're ignoring case. So when I say ignoring case, I'm just going to basically convert it to lowercase. So everything is just going to be lowercase. So we have an A. Okay, next character is a space character. But remember, we're only considering alphanumeric. So we don't even consider the space. We want to skip that space. So just delete it, right? The next character, M, and then next character A, next character N. So we just took this from the beginning of the string, A man, right? So let's start at the end of the string. We have a lowercase a, right? And then we have a lowercase m. Then we have a lowercase a, then we have lowercase n. So even starting at the end of the string, it looks like it's the same as the beginning. A non-character in the string S. Thing you do by they don't want you to use extra memory. Clearly, we used extra memory by
So basically, this.
building right pointer, right? The left pointer becomes here and the right pointer is over here. That's how we know when we can stop. Or maybe they will meet is alphanumeric or not. How can we determine that? Well, I was using the ASCII values a moment ago, right? I was talking about them. So in Python, you can get the ASCII value of a character using the ORD function. We just want to know that the ASCII value of this character, if it is an uppercase character. How can we check that? Well, as I showed you a moment ago, ASCII values are contiguous for uppercase characters, right? So from uppercase A to uppercase Z, they're contiguous. So if the ASCII value of the C character, of whatever this character happens to be, is between the ASCII value of uppercase A and uppercase Z, that means it's an uppercase character. So that's good so far, right? That's progress. For now, we can check that this is an uppercase character, but we want to check if it's alphanumeric. So we have to extend this idea. So how about we say, okay, that or second condition, I'm actually just going to copy and paste this because it's going to be similar. We want to check if it's a lowercase character, right? Because that's the next thing. Is it uppercase or is it lowercase? We can do that by taking the ASCII values of the lowercase a and lowercase z. And last, it could be a digit from 0 to 1 or 0 to 9 actually. So let's do that same thing, right? Starting at 0 is in between 0 or the integer 9. If any of these is true, this will be true. So basically we've determined if it's an alphanumeric or not. That's what this condition will be. So we can go ahead and return this. So if it is alphanumeric, of course this will return true. If it's not alphanumeric, this will return false. Okay, so we got our helper function out of the way. Now let's actually write the algorithm. As I showed in the drawing, we're going to have two pointers, left and right. Left is going to initially be at 0. Right is initially going to be all the way.
Okay, so basically, this one only returns if this follows the ordinal pattern, in which it will be truthy, or is essentially truthy if either of these follows the instead of the or. And what the heck was the problem here? We should be correct. Here we go. Okay, now we should be able to check now. So we're checking now if while left is less than right, we then make a while left is still left, right? You know, while left and right and not ano, di ba? While left is still left and right, and it's not. So it's checking if it's false. No, no, it's self. Self is this one. So the given string. So it's self. It's self. Self that alpha nom. So if it's not, so if it's a space, it's just gonna skip it. So self is probably pointing or referring towards to the current location of the pointer on where it is right now. So where the while loop is in itself place. If I'm right, and not self dot alpha num s length of s, right? No, no, s inside of l because we still need to call that. And then if that's the case, then we skip by one. And while and the idea is also the same. While right is greater than left, and not a self the alpha num inside of S inside of R. So it's check and besides it's already located there, so it's checking it already. But yeah, yeah, this one's actually really confusing. So basically left starts at zero, right starts at right. Now it's checking if while left is right. Okay, left is less than right. No. So let's continue. While left is less than right and not self that alpha num s up. Okay, so we see that alpha num s at current L is not inside the alpha num, so we plus one. So that's a space. So we iterate over the side after the length of the string, and then again after that we call the right and checks if it's greater than left. Okay, okay. Well, and it's also checking if it's not the self dot alpha num. So it's if it's and it only activates when this is happens. Okay. Else, if this does not happen, then we're gonna see, this is supposed to put this inside r minus equals 1. Otherwise, we're gonna check now outside the while loop if left, and also this should be s dot left, not l because don't have a home, right? Right. Then we're gonna check if left, if the value of left at index s left is not equal to right at index of the string of right, then we return false. Else outside we return true. This should be correct now, but probably wrong. Probably missing something. I swear there's something missing here. Okay. Okay, there's something missing. Ah! Ah. So we don't need to so we don't need to actually in fact call left. So if string, so we don't actually need to call left already, so that's cool. I don't know why I called it because it's gonna call like the current location of the left. Although it's currently iterating. I think the idea is still itself is still correct, but and we're supposed to lowercase it or and there's partly a problem here in which yeah, that's wrong because left itself is inside of S. Because calling left when it's outside of S is stupid. Yeah. And this one now, I need explanation on this part. I don't get this. So after after I know, ah, I get it. I get it. Okay, if it's not equal inside the while loop. So besides, this one is just checking if it's a colon, space, or anything that's not alphanumerical. Then just go right, go left. So keep moving to the middle. And if it doesn't check any of this, and if it is the same, and if it's also an alphanumerical, then we're supposed to assign left to equals left plus one, or plus equals one. Left plus equals one also work, and right plus equals one as well. And then after that, we can return true. And also the if should be outside here. The heck. And this should be correct now. And it's still wrong. This object has no attribute alpha num. What are you talking about? Line 21. Huh? There doesn't seem to be anything wrong though. Okay? Can you take me higher? Solution object has no attribute alpha num. I'm confused. This should be correct by dot logic though. Oh my god. I, I noticed it. And this should be correct. The string is out of range? Whatever.
I got sprout. There's sprout.
Where?
There's sprout. There's twisted sprout. I got it. Oh
Wow.
my god. It's only four. I'm sleeping.
Oh. String index out of range. What are you talking about? Ah. I'm going insane. Am I missing something? What if I tried this? There's no way this works, dude. It's literally the same. I screw you, Python. String index is out of range? Are you insane? It's not. No. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. Oh my god, I have to ask ChatGPT, dude. I have no idea and I need to sleep. Piece of shit, my phone. Oh, no, it's my fault. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Uh, why is there a bug orange? Looks like it's in range though. What? Oh, 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 I should do the record more better. It's, it's not my fault. Oh, oh, anyways, thank you for watching. I came for this. Well, it's easy problem. See ya.